Getting clients and closing deals makes you life changing money. If that is what you are looking for, you are in the right place. Because you have officially stumbled on the most valuable client getting blueprint on the entire internet. And I don't say that lightly because in the next couple of hours, I'm going to be taking you through every single baby step to get from wherever you are right now, even if that is on day one, from $0 to $10,000 per month. And look, this is not another one of those videos or courses with just recycle outreach methods that everybody already does and everybody already knows, or maybe they give you this one little cold email template. This is a brand new outreach method that are powered by AI agents and proved to get clients for every single person. Hey, welcome to AI Automated Client Acquisition. Here, you will learn to mass scale your outreach with just one click of a button. I will teach you how to generate 2000 plus leads per day and send personalized cold emails using AI systems that will result in 20 to 25% response rate. Not only can you offer this as a service to clients, but you can use this yourself to get clients for your AI agencies. Or if you want to outreach to prospects, offering this service by using the service. Now take your pen and paper, sit down, and let's start. So the first step to get the clients is to get the leads, and I get my leads from the LinkedIn. So LinkedIn has an option called Sales Navigator. So you can see at the top right. So the Sales Navigator button, click that. So it's like $100 per month. Yeah, it's expensive, but LinkedIn offers 1 month free trial. And right now, I'm on my free trial version. So you can do the same and make sure your LinkedIn account has 50 plus connections. Otherwise, the free trial will not unlock. So this is the homepage of the Sales Navigator. Now go to the leads filter. So based on your filters, you can extract your ideal customer profiles. So keywords. So I choose my niche as law firms because law firms gets so many inbound leads, and I wanna give my service AI agents to automate this process and save their time and money. So for the keywords, I'm gonna type law firms founder or law firms owner, and I will click enter. Oh, I got 37 million plus results. Ah, that's huge, right? Now, in the filters, I'm gonna filter out more. So for the current job title, I want owner, I want founder. I only want the kind of people who can make decisions in their own frames. So they can say yes in the sales call itself. I want that kind of prospects. And for the geography, I want to target US market this time. So US, United States, cool. And for the industry, I gonna type law practice and law enforcement. Okay, law practice is fine. Now I will go to the top, and for the company headcount, I want to target companies who has employees around 11 to 50. That's best. That's a medium sized business. This kind of businesses really needs AI automation services. Okay, now I am up to 9K plus results. That's huge. But the problem with LinkedIn Sales Navigator is you can't go beyond 2500 leads. I will tell you the reason why. So if I scroll down, there are pages, and these pages go up to 100 pages max. And in each page, you get 25 leads. So now do the mathematics. 25 into 100 is 2500. So 2500 is the limit. If you go beyond that, LinkedIn will flag you as a bot and it will ban your account. So I need to filter out once this get below 2.5k plus. So what I gonna do is I gonna enable this, post it on LinkedIn. Now I got 873 results. Yeah, 873. And that's fine. That's below 2.5k plus. So these are some of the common filters I kept. You can even explore more. You can even keep the company type, maybe the past colleagues, change jobs, and there are so many other filters. So you can take help of AI to keep this exact filters. So communicate with the AI. AI is your research tool. AI is your brain. Keep the right prompts. Communicate with the AI well. Tell your needs, the kind of niche you are targeting, and make sure you're gonna select the right niche. And you need to also qualify the niche, like whether the people in this niche are making more than 20k plus dollars, whether the service I'm going to provide is this gonna help them, whether they have the same pain point or not. You need to check this and you need to qualify the prospects and you need to tell this to the AI and then it can give you some good filters, so you can keep it in the sales navigator and extract your ideal customer profile. So my ideal customer profiles is the law firm's founders and the owners, right? Now let me see. Now I will open one of the lead, and she is the owner at a family law group. Yeah, that's my ideal customer profile. And you can see founder, CEO, lawyer, and benefit expert. Yeah, co-founder and US counsel. Okay, owner and attorney at law. Yeah, founder, attorney, and owner. Yeah, these are the kind of people I want. So I can give my service. Now to scrape this, we're gonna use a scraping tool called Phantom Buster. Let me open that. Phantom Buster. So Phantom Buster provides 14 days free trial, so no need to worry. So start your free trial, click that. No need to use your own email. You can also use temp mails. So I'm gonna show you that trick. Temp mails. So with this method, you can use free trials as many times as possible. Okay, I got an email. I'm gonna copy this, go to the Phantom Buster, paste the email, and for the password, whatever, continue. And for the first name, I'm gonna keep Zoro Wuhan. And for the company, I'm gonna keep Jurag.ai and start my free trial. Okay, it's done. Now this is just a formality. I gonna keep whatever, doesn't mind. Others, okay. Sales navigator, next. Okay, now I need to confirm my email. So go to the temp mail. Temp mail got the inbox. So open this. Now verify the account. Verify my email. That's done. Now click the browse phantoms. Now scroll down. We need the sales navigator one. We need to select the sales navigator search export. Now click this, use now. Now, before you do anything, you need to download a Chrome extension for the Phantom Buster to authorize your LinkedIn account. So I gonna go to the Chrome extension. Chrome extension. I already downloaded the Chrome extension for the Phantom Buster, but I'm gonna show you how it looks like, so you will have an idea. Phantom Buster. Because Phantom Buster does the real-time scraping in our LinkedIn account, so it is a must. Otherwise, we can't scrape anything. Phantom Buster. You need to install this Phantom Buster scraper. So click install, and once it is downloaded, no need to do any setup. Just download it and close the tab and go back to the screen. And now here you need to paste your LinkedIn Sales Navigator URL. So since I have kept all the URLs, I mean all the filters, now copy this big URL, copy that and paste it over here and save it. Now our Chrome extension will detect my LinkedIn account. So click this and select my LinkedIn account and save. You see, even the Phantom Buster knows the limit for the sales navigator is 2500. That's why it kept this number. Okay, and result file settings. I'll name this as law firms and save it. Once, launch manually and save. And in this 14 days free trial, this Phantom Buster gives us 2 hours of execution. So right now we have like 800 plus results, right? So to scrape the 800 results, it's gonna take like uh, 10 to 20 minutes. So it's gonna cut from this. So click launch. Now it's gonna run. It's gonna authorize our LinkedIn account and gonna start scraping it. So it's running, connecting to the LinkedIn. Now we need to wait for 20 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes max. And you can see that one phantom is running, successfully authenticated. That means now it is going into our LinkedIn Sales Navigator account to scrape everything manually. Phantom Buster is one of the best scraper. Usually LinkedIn is against or is very against automation. It's gonna easily detect everything, but Phantom Buster is very safe to use, so you can trust on this one. Now it's scraping. It has already scraped 25 leads from the page one. Now it's gonna go to every single page up to the 100 pages and gonna scrape all the 800 leads. Yeah. For me, right now I got 800, but you guys can scrape up to 2500 max.
Much later.
Okay, all the 800 plus profiles are scraped. Now let's scroll down. Now there's nothing to see here yet. Okay, let me go to the leads. Let me refresh once. Now it's loading the results. Now these are our leads. So it is scraping the profile URL, the full name, first name, last name, company name, title. Oh shit, what this black screen? Okay, the Phantom Buster chatbot, annoying thing. Title, company ID, company URL, summary, title, description about them and their company, industry, company location, duration, company duration, okay, experience, past experience, profile image URL, shared connection count, name, okay. All the details from their LinkedIn account is scraped. Oh, what the hell is with my screen, man? This chatbot shit. Okay, now if I click download results, oops, what I got? Unlock full export capabilities. Export up to 10 rows for free or upgrade your subscription to export all of your data. Holy Christ, so the 14 days free trial is not for this, it's only for the scraping time. Okay, so if I click upgrade now, okay, so if I go to the monthly billing, oh, so I need to pay $69 to download all my 800 plus leads? That's insane. That's insane. Okay, let me show you a trick on how to bypass this and do everything for free. So if I click download the results now, I can only download the first 10 leads, not the whole 800. But with a small trick, you can get all the 800 plus leads, as many leads as possible without paying a single penny. So right click anywhere, go to the inspect, go to the network section. Now refresh the page once again so it reads all the data. Okay, refresh is over. Now in the search, in the filter search bar, type .csv and click enter. Now this is the file that we want. Now I will double click on this and we're gonna download a file. Okay, the file is downloading as you can see here. And if I open this file, you can see all the 800 plus leads. So I'll click this. Boom. I will scroll to the down whether we got all the leads or not. 874 leads. Boom, we got all the leads. So with this small trick, you can use Phantom Buster for free forever. Phantom Buster developers must be very stupid. They don't know that all the data is uploaded within the front end itself. Okay, so this is a small trick. Now, since we have downloaded the CSV file, we need to input this CSV file data into a Google Sheet. So I'm gonna open the Google Sheet, or I will open a different browser, Google Sheets. Now I'm gonna click File, go to the Import, go to the Upload section. Now browse and law frames, the CSV file we just downloaded, click that and import into the Google Sheet. It's 2.4 MB. Import the data. Okay, all my leads got imported. As you can see, the all 800 plus 874. I'm gonna name this sheet. I'm gonna name this sheet as law frames leads for YouTube. Law frames leads for YouTube. Now, if you observe, this leads doesn't provide you with any kind of email address. So it scrapes all the information available in the LinkedIn account. But people usually don't keep their personal email address in their LinkedIn profiles, right? So to get their email address, we're gonna use a third party tool. I wanna give one advice. So right now I took my leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator, but LinkedIn Sales Navigator does not work for all the kind of niches. So for example, if you take e-commerce, so e-commerce is a very big industry. There's a lot of traffic to their websites. Of course, we can give so many AI chatbot service and so many back-end automation services to them. So since businesses, if a business gets a lot of traffic to their website, AI gonna help a lot. And e-commerce is the best niche ever. But you can never find e-commerce leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator because people who own Shopify stores are not on LinkedIn. So there is another database for that. So I'm gonna show store leads. So this database is specifically to find the e-commerce leads. So you can use this. And not only Sales Navigator, there are so many other lead databases like Apollo.io. So this is one of the famous. lead database that most people use. It's same as LinkedIn Sales Navigator, where you need to keep the filters and extract the leads. But the best part of Apollo is it already provides the email address as well as phone numbers to cold call and cold email. LinkedIn Sales Navigator doesn't give. But the reason why I chose LinkedIn Sales Navigator still is because LinkedIn Sales Navigator is one of the best B2B database, and it's one of the huge big B2B database. Because just think about it, LinkedIn is a very big social media platform. Even for the formality sake, business owners create LinkedIn profile for their business and just leave it as it is. Some businesses may be active on LinkedIn, that's fine. But some businesses, just for the social presence, they just create an account and keep it over there. So that's why I believe LinkedIn Sales Navigator is the biggest B2B database. But not all businesses are registered on the LinkedIn. Like I have shown you the example, e-commerce. So one example is Apollo Store Leads, and you got Visa. So this is also a very, very good database. I personally closed a lot of leads from Visa database. And you got Zoom Info. This is also a very famous, one of the biggest. You you will get like 800 plus million B2B leads. So Zoom Info. So Zoom Info, Visa, Apollo, Storage, and there are so many other databases. You can always keep on changing and always keep on doing some trial and error methods for your agency or for your freelancing services. So this is one advice I wanted to give. So if I wanna get e-commerce leads, I would never get it from the Sales Navigator. I would get it from the store leads. So yeah, like every niche has its own unique database, B2B database that most people sell on online. So you can try that. Or else, if you don't want this big process, you can go to the Upwork or Fiverr and you can hire people where they can get you the quality B2B leads. I did that. Upwork is very good for getting this lead list. So even try that. It's best. I also close deals over there. Now we need to create an account in make.com. So usually make.com gives a free plan. In free plan, you get like 1,000 credits per month, every single month. But if you use this link, the link I am using, so this is an affiliated link. It's not even mine. I was just exploring in the YouTube and I got this link from a creator. So it's his affiliate link. So if you create account using this link, then you get 10,000 of credit for free. So basically you get the pro plan for free. So you can run as much as you want. So I prefer that. So you can copy this URL and paste it on your browser and sign up. So I'm gonna take my email now and I will sign up real quick. My name, Kaushik, password, whatever, and sign up for free. Okay, now I need to verify my email. So, okay, yeah, got it. Verify my email. Okay, I got it. Now again, so my email is verified. Now I need to sign in. Sign in. Boom, account created. So let's keep this whatever, doesn't matter. We're gonna use this, 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 this. Continue. Blah blah. Our account is created. Now you can see, right? We got 10,000 credits. So usually it's the $18 per month plan. We get the pro plan free trial for 1 month. So you can keep on using this. You keep on using the temp mails and sign up with the URL that I have just shown. And you can create multiple make.com accounts and you can use make.com absolutely for free. Now go to the scenarios. So if you guys don't know what make.com is, so you can create any kind of AI automation systems over here. And make.com is the best out of all. And click create scenarios. And we are going to create the system 3 workflow. System 3 is a outbound system which does all the cold email outreach automations. So click plus. First, we got the leads from the Fathom Buster and we uploaded into the Google Sheet, right? Now we need to get all the leads from the Google Sheet. So click the Google Sheet and click search rows. Now you need to connect our account. So sign in with the Google. So I will sign in with the account I just uploaded my Google Sheet. And now my account is connected. Now, this is our leads inside our Google Sheet, and we kept it the name as Law Frames Leads for YouTube, right? So we need to search that. So spreadsheet, Law Frames, yeah, click this. Now it has selected our Google Sheet, and for the sheet name, it's gonna be Law Frames. So you can see it here at the bottom. And table contains headers. Yes, we have added the headers, which are the profile URLs, full names, first name, last name, blah blah. And for the filters, filter, yeah, we need to filter out some stuff. So to add a filter, I'll go into the Google Sheet. I'll scroll to the right most, and I'm gonna add an additional header. So it's gonna be system 3 status. Now I'm gonna filter based on this. So for the filter, it's gonna be the okay, that header is not available. So we need to refresh it. So where is the refresh button? Just save this, save the workflow, and open again. Now it will reload. Now if I open it, you can see system 3 status. So we need to keep the filter does not exist, which is at here at the basic operations. So for example, like let me demonstrate real quick. I gonna, okay, let me save this, save the workflow and run this. I'm gonna show you how this filters work. So if I scroll down, I got 873 leads, right? Now, for example, if I open the Google Sheet and for the first lead, if I type anything, for example, done. Now, instead of 873, it's gonna extract only 872. So save, run again, scroll down. You can see, right? 872. The reason why we are doing this filtering out and why we have added an additional header in our Google Sheet is because once this make.com runs, so once it completes all the once it completes the operation for one lead, it need to update the status as done. And this is very important and it's for the emergency purpose. Like for example, while you are testing it, or maybe due to some error the make.com has stopped, then you need to run it again, right? And if you click run again, it's going to start from first lead onwards, and it's a and also waste of credits. So if we can update the status as done as soon as one lead is completed the operation, then again whenever the make.com has stopped out of nowhere, and if you click start again, it's gonna start from that exactly where it has stopped before. So that's the purpose of the filtering. And for the filtration we added an additional header in our Google Sheet, which is the system 3 status. Now, the issue with the Sales Navigator is Sales Navigator doesn't provide you with the email address, so we need to find it. So we got inputs with full name, first name, last name, and company name, and this is more than enough to find the email address of the decision makers. I mean the personal email address, not info@the rate of their company.com support, not those email address which are taken care by their assistants. We're gonna find the email addresses of the personal IDs. So to do that, we need to take a help of Anymail Finder. So there's a tool called Anymail Finder, Anymail Finder, and there are so many options. So we need a person's email, right? So click that, search for a person's email. So first we need to do the connection. So let me open the Anymail Finder, Anymail Finder. This is one of the best email finding tool in the internet. So it also offers free trial, so you can use it up to 100 credits. 100 credits is basically 100 emails. So you can use it for free. And if the free trial is over, you can again keep on creating another accounts. But you need to use your debit card. So I think the free trial is for the 3 days. Yeah. So let's unlock it. Start your free trial. Sign in with Google. Continue. You won't be charged today. Get 100 free credits instantly. After 3 days, you will automatically be enrolled in our standard plan. You can cancel or change plans anytime. So you need to give your Visa or Mastercard. to unlock the free credits. That's not an issue. We're gonna use this 100 credits within 1 day since we are using the made.com automation. So let me add my card. I added my card details. Now I'll start my trial. I'll say my card details and boom. Your card was authorized for $1 during checkout. This amount will be automatically refunded. Yeah, that's fine. Just to verify our bank accounts. And you can see we got the 100 credits in the trial. Now, how this email finder works? So if I go to the search tool, do you already have a list of contacts to target? No. How do you plan to use an email finder? For my business or personal use? As an agency or consultant? Yeah, agency. 1 to 2 times per year. 2000, 20,000. Yeah, success. Now you need to give the person's domain or the company name or the full name. For example, let's take one of the lead. So we got the company name. So let me copy the company name and paste it over here. And for the full name, it's gonna be this. Copy that, paste it over here. Now click search. Now this is gonna operate, search their personal email address and give it to us. And it's also gonna verify the email address, whether this is a valid email or an invalid email. Okay, it's a valid email and her email address is this. So this is the decision maker's email address, guys. So you can use this. Now we need to use this function in make.com so we can run it for multiple leads. So go to the API section. You can see under the automation section, API, and get API key. So this is our API key. Copy that and go back to the make.com and click create a connection. Now paste your API key over here and save it. Never. Now keep the search by company name. We don't have a domain. Sales Navigator only gives us the company name of the person working in. So company name, and for the company name, it's gonna be from the Google Sheet, which is this company name. And for the full name, it's gonna be this. And for the first name, it's gonna be this. And for the last name, it's gonna be this. Fine. And email verification filter. Yeah, we should only get verified email address. So I'm gonna select use only fully verified 97% plus deliverability rate. Click that and click save. Save the workflow. Now I'm gonna limit this Google Sheet to one lead because Google Sheet gonna extract 800 plus leads, right? And we are just testing it out. We are just in the process of building the make.com. So we need to test one by one, node by node. So I'll keep the limit as one. If when you keep the limit as one, it's gonna extract the top one lead. Now run once. Now the email finder gonna work. Okay, let's see what email it found. Okay, you can see the success is true. That means it found the email. And if I go into the result, so this is the email that it found and it's the valid email. Yeah, of course, it's gonna give us the valid emails only. That's good. But the email finder has the chances, like it has the 60% possibilities of finding the email addresses from the list you give, and 60% is not the accurate value. It keeps on differing based on the niche you are working in. Maybe for some niche, email finder gonna give the emails 40% of the time out of all the thousands of leads. And sometimes it can be 80, sometimes it can be 90, sometimes it can be 70. It really depends on the niche because not every prospect has a email address. So email finder has the highest chance of finding the emails compared to any tool in this internet. So always use email finder. It's my personally favorite. Now we're going to use another app, a third party tool to find the host of the email address we have just found. So to do that, open a new tab and search for email guard. So make.com is useful for this kind of purpose. You can connect any kind of app, use their tools, and you can make it as an automation. And we can use this in bulk. So we got 800 leads, right? We can operate this for all the 800 leads. That's the best use. So that's why I like make.com. And yeah, sign up for free email guard. And wait, I already have an account. So let me open that instead of creating one. Yeah, it's a free. You can register for a free account. Email guard. Sign up. Log into my account. Log into my account. So once you sign up your account, this is the home dashboard that it takes you to. Now scroll down, go to the account settings and go to the developers API. Now search for full API reference, click that. Now this is going to open the API docs of this particular software, and we're going to take our API endpoints from here. So we need to do what it is the email host lookup. So we need to go to this and we need to copy this endpoints, keep it in our make.com, and we need to run this app for ourselves. So make.com don't have an email guard app. So if there is no such app, then we need to create our own app by using the HTTP node and giving our API endpoints from the API docs. So for the authentication type, just keep it as no. And for the URL, it's gonna be this. So copy this URL, https://app. And for the method, it's the post. You can see it here. The request is post. And the headers, we need to have the headers. So headers, content type, copy that and add a header, name, paste it over here. Value is the application JSON, copy that and paste it over here. Add another header. Now this is for the authorization, and for the value, it's the barrier your secret token. So your secret token, this token is different for every account. So this HTTP knows, okay, this token basically means my account. So I need to log in into my account and need to create all the stuff. So API keys are very private. It communicates with your front end and the back end to get the results. So to get the API key, go back to the email finder, developers API, and click new API token. And the token name, you can keep it whatever. I'm gonna type it as system3 and generate a token. So this is the token. Copy this. Once you click close, you can't access that API key again. And if you have forgotten that API key, then you need to create a new one. That's how private API keys are. And now paste it near the barrier. Cool. Now if I go back to the docs, data. So I need to copy this data. So this is a small JSON code. Now for the body content type, you need to select the application slash JSON because you have selected that in the headers content type. And for the data structure, select JSON string instead. And for the body content, paste the thing you have just copied from the docs. And here the email address. So the email address gonna be from the email finder. So email, keep this. That's it. Now pass response, yes. Save. Now I gonna run this. So right click, run this module only. I gonna type my email address. For example, Kaushik Betu 01 at the rate of gmail.com and click OK. Now let's see, let's go into the data. And this is my email and my email host is Google. This is what email host is about. Like in which provider does this email account is created from. So my email address is from Google. And for some people, they may create their email accounts in Outlook, Microsoft, Zoho, or maybe other custom STMP services. So we need to find this, and this is very important because we're gonna filter out our leads based on Google, Outlook, and other provided services. And this is very important for the deliverability purpose while you are doing the cold email outreach, and I'm gonna tell you soon later at the end of the call. And animal finder, as I told, animal finder does not have the 100% of finding all the emails for all the leads. So it only find in average about 60 to 70% of the leads emails. So we need to add a filter because we can't allow the emails that are not found, right? So we gonna set up a filter in between these two nodes. So click this, set up a filter, and for the condition it's gonna be the email, and for the condition it should be the exist. So if the email exists, then it will go beyond the next node, and if it does not exist, it's gonna stop here itself. And for the label, I'm gonna name it as if email found. If email found. Save. Now let me run this. Run once. Now I found the email. Now if I look into this data, so this is the email address, and this email host is a custom mail server. Cool. So this is the purpose of this HTTP node, to find the email host. Now based on this, we're gonna filter out a lot. So click plus and click rotor. So this is gonna be a branch. So it's gonna go into different directions based on the filters that we're gonna keep. So the first condition gonna be, so this set up a filter, and for the condition it's the data. So data is the email host, right? If the email host is equal to Outlook, then you need to go in this direction. So we don't know what kind of output we get from this exact email host when is the email is Outlook Microsoft. So we need to run it. So I gonna save this for now, and I gonna run this for the Microsoft lead. So I have a my one of my friend's email address who he created in Outlook Microsoft. So I gonna paste that to replicate that outcome. So the email account is this, and click OK, and it's gonna run. And if you look into the data, and the data is Outlook. So I'm gonna copy this exact word, because if the words are not exact, the filter's not gonna work. So go to the filters now and paste it over here. So the label gonna be if Outlook. So if it's an Outlook, it's gonna go in this direction. And another second filter is if not if not Outlook. So again, the same email host, and the answer is the Outlook, but this time instead of equal to, we're gonna keep not equal to. If it's not equal to Outlook, it's gonna go to this direction. Now the reason why we filtered out based on Outlook is because Outlook is very dangerous. You can't send cold emails to Outlook emails. Like, Outlook backend email infrastructure is so complex and has so much security that it can easily detect that you have sent a cold email to a particular prospect. And this all the email services completely hate cold emails because it's basically a spam message. So they can easily detect that. If they can detect that, then that also means they're gonna flag your account, they're gonna ban your IP addresses of your inboxes. So that is very dangerous. So never use Outlook mails. And it also depends, like some services sometimes increase the security high, sometimes again decrease the security low based on the month. So recently Google security was very high, but now they have decreased it again. So you need to always keep on looking up into the news regarding the cold email outreach one. So right now Outlook is very dangerous. So I'm filtering out all the Outlook mail. So I'm not gonna add this into the campaign. But hey, no need to waste all the Outlook emails that you have found. You can add a different campaign, but all you need to do is send in a low volume, maybe 1 to 3 emails per inbox. You're gonna send in that low volume so it can hit in the inbox rather than spam. So if it's not an Outlook, then you can send the emails 15 to 20 emails per inbox. So if it's a not Outlook, then we need to do some research on the prospect so we can send them the personalized emails rather than a generic spam emails that they keep on ignoring. So if an email is personalized, you have a high chances of getting a reply back. And we're gonna use a research tool, a famous research AI tool called Perplexity. So click plus, search for Perplexity. Perplexity is one of the greatest AI tool to do any kind of research on any kind of person. So Perplexity AI, click create a chat completion. Now you need to create a connection. So you need to add your Perplexity API key. So to get that, search for Perplexity. If you don't have an account, create one. It's free to create. And once you create, this is the Perplexity dashboard. And in the right side, go to the account and go to the all settings and go to the API keys. And here's where you need to create the API key. So click plus generate API key and type a key name, maybe system3, and create a key. Now my key is created. Now I'm gonna copy the API key. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna paste it over here and click save. Now my Perplexity account will be connected. Now, but this Perplexity API is a paid one. You can't use their API key for free. So if I go into the API billing section, I have $13 of credits. I'm a big fan of Perplexity, so I keep on paying it because Perplexity has gave me a highest ROI in cold email. It create personalization so good that it feels like stalking, and people always respond back like, "Hey, how did you know about me? How did you know about me?" And they will be interested and they are open to hop on a sales call just because I did research. I took my time and researched on them. But in reality, they don't know that I use Perplexity Research Day API in the back end of my systems. So for one operation, the Perplexity gonna take like $0.02. So it's very cheap. So yeah, make sure you pop up your credits over here. Just click buy more credits and add the amount, click buy now, and you need to add your debit card details just like you did it for the email finder, and it's gonna add the credits. So once all this is over, go back to the make.com. And for the models, there are so many models, but Sonar, the small model, is more than enough to do the research on our prospects. So select the model Sonar. And for the messages, we're gonna keep the role as user. And for the content, so for the content, so go to the Google Sheet section. So where is the full name? So full name space of the job title. Where is that? Yeah, title. Uh, full name of, well, not of, is of company name. So for example, Kaushik is agency owner of System for AI, something like that. And I gonna tell research everything about this person, research in such a way that it feels like stalking. And I also gonna give additional details like LinkedIn profile URL. And it's in the Google Sheet itself. So where is that? At the last, it's the search account profile name. No, yeah, default profile URL. That. And again, I'm gonna give the company name once again, which is this. Yeah, enough. And for the max tokens, you can keep it at 700 and enable the advanced settings. And for the search context size, we want a large data to get more researched information on the particular prospect. So I'm gonna keep it at the high, and that's it. Now save this. And we're gonna do the same for the below one. So I'm gonna clone this and I'm gonna keep it over here and I'm gonna delete this module. That's it. Now, once we get the researched information, then we're gonna give this perplexity research information to the OpenAI to create the personalized icebreakers for our email. So, but first let's run this perplexity AI. So save this, run once. Okay, it's running. It's not an Outlook mail. So let's see what research information it created for us. So go to the choices, go to the one. In the one, click messages and click content. Now you got all the information on this particular prospect. Ben Glass is the founder and CEO of Ben Glass Law, a trial lawyer who has practiced personal injury, whatever. The key facts and professional background. So everything from his all his career information and personal details are available over here. What else? Community, personal life. Okay, born and raised in this particular uh, place, long time resident, and okay, family publicly described as a father of 9 children with four adopted from China, and uses a live life big personal brand in talks and coaching. Cool, right? Perplexity is so goated that it can research all this kind of information, even the personal information. Perplexity is the best out of all. So use Perplexity for research. And after this, we're gonna click plus and we're gonna click OpenAI. OpenAI, OpenAI, and click generate a response. Wait, not generate response. Let me see, are there anything else? Yeah, generate a completion. We want that. Create a connection. Now we need to add the OpenAI API key and organization ID of our account. So search for platform.openai.com. If you don't have an account, you need to sign up real quick. My account is already signed up. Once you have signed in, go to the settings. And in the settings, in the general section, you're going to find the organization ID. So copy that and paste it over here. Now you need to get your API key. So to get the API key, go to the API key section, click create a new secret key and name whatever system 3 for this video, and for the project default project, and create the secret key. Copy this API key, now paste it in our OpenAI API key section. Now click save. Our account will be connected. Now we need to train this AI by giving some system prompts and user prompts. And for the model, I gonna, well, we got GPT-5, right? I'm gonna select the GPT-5, the best model for coding. Well, no need of coding, so I'm not gonna select that. What else is our best use case gonna be? Well, GPT 4.1 is more than enough. It's just that we are giving already the data provided from the Perplexity AI, and based on that, it need to create a personalized icebreaker. So I'm gonna select this GPT 4.1 and add messages. And for the role, it's gonna be the developer or system. So based on your prompt, you can train the AI how it can answer and give us the output result. I will expand the screen and I gonna paste the system prompt that I created. So the system prompt that I gave is: you are an expert intelligent writing assistant and also a world's best copywriter for email personalization, the world class best first liner in emails. With your personalized line, prospect gets more interested on you and read the whole email body. It should not feel like AI or robotic. It should sound natural, friendly, and as humanly as possible. The personalization should feel in such a way that when prospects read it, they should feel like, damn, this guy researched a lot about me and knows everything about me. Don't tell them I have seen you here and got to know about your profile there. Just don't do in that way. Mention their own details and achievements so they think you did a lot of research. Be short and on point with no lags. Mention their personal information and details so they would be surprised on how we got to know all of it. Personalization line should be of 30 words. Mention their personal info and their impressive achievement. Basically, I need a gotta personalization that should feel so personal that people will be like, hey, were you stalking me? Always use their first name in the personalization. Always end with figured I do reach out, no extra words in the ending. Be as short as possible. For example, hey Laura, love how you have built real freedom through AO while raising two boys and still making time for beach walks and mountain hikes. Respect. Being recognized among the top agents in Woodburn while balancing it all says a lot. Figured I do reach out. So this is how our first line of the email gonna be like. So with this, we gonna get more open rates and people gonna read it, they will like it, and they're gonna reply back because it's not a spam message. We have research and we have sent them the cold email. So people would like to hop on the sales calls with us. So that's why system 3 is very important. And this, for example, this is not just an example line I have gave out of nowhere. This is the line that actually my system 3 has created for one of my lead, and the lead has liked this line very much. So that's why I gave it as an example again in my system prompt. So it can take this as inspiration and follow all my instruction. Don't go out of context. Use this as the first line. Use this at the last. Sorry. Use this at the last. Figured I do reach out. Nothing more. I want that word exactly at the last, no matter what. You were trying to change that form. Don't do it. Not even had to reach out. Figured I do reach out. Just figured I do reach out. Wait, let me remove this. Only. Finally, create the personalized icebreaker in such a way that it feels like stalking and professional. So this is my system prompt. And for the user prompt, add message. Now for the role, it's the user. And for the text content, it's gonna be all the information I got it from the Google Sheet and the Perplexity. So the Perplexity, I'm gonna keep this as re researched information on the prospect is gonna be this: choices, message, content. But before that, we need to give some small information, which is like full name. Full name, it is from the Google Sheet. So Google Sheet, it's the full name, and company name, it's the company name from the Google Sheet, and job title, it's from the title from the Google Sheet. And we're going to give some additional information that we got from the script Phantom Buster. It's the title, description, and the summary. So basically, the information they have told about themselves in their LinkedIn accounts. So summary, paste this, title, description, keep this. That's it. And researched information on the prospect is this Perplexity researched info. Yeah. So this is the system prompt and this is the user prompt. And for the max tokens, you can leave it at this. And for the advanced settings, if I, yeah, temperature, you need to keep it at zero point 0.1. So temperature ranges from 0.1 to 1 or max 2. So if you keep a high temperature, it's gonna be very creative and it's gonna go out of box. That basically means it does not gonna follow our system prompt exactly. But if you keep the temperature very low, like I just did, which is the zero point 0.1, it's gonna follow our system prompt exactly. And for this kind of users, we need temperature very low. So I kept it at zero point 0.1. Anything else? Yeah. And for the text format, text. Yeah, that's it. Now click save. Save the details. Now I gonna clone this and I also gonna keep it over here. But I need to add the perplexity. I need to change the perplexity variable. So I open this because this perplexity AI is the fifth module and this perplexity AI is the sixth module. So where is in the user prompt, I'm gonna remove this, go to the choices, messages, and content. That's it. And click save. Save the workflow. Now I'm going to run this workflow. So save the workflow, align, auto align, and click run once. Now let's see what kind of personalized icebreaker that our OpenAI creates from the Perplexity research data. So Perplexity is running. So Perplexity can take up to a max of 1 minute to get the research, or sometimes even low. Now let's see our output from the OpenAI. Hey Benjamin, it's wild how you have secured 45 million plus inclined disability benefits, raised 9 kids for adopted from China, and still find time to mentor young soccer refs and foster 60 plus rescue dogs. Figured I do reach out. Wow, I'm genuinely shocked. It's one of the best personalized line I have ever seen. And yeah, this is the power of System 3. So not only you can create AI agents for your clients and get money, you can use AI agents for yourself and get yourself more clients and get more replies in your outreach messages. This is one of the best. But if you observe, you can see this dash, right? When someone sees this, you get a negative impression on, okay, maybe this guy has used chat gpt for this because only AI tools will generate this kind of lines. Like people get this general idea, so we need to remove this dashes. So to do that, I have a trick in the make.com. So once the OpenAI answer is generated, now click plus, search for text parser. So go over there and you need to select the replace. Now I will open the output again. I'm going to copy this dash, copy that. Now in the pattern, I gonna paste it. So if it detects this dash, then it should replace with a new value called comma and a space, comma space. Now that's it. I gonna save this. Wait, text is from the OpenAI result and save the workflow. Now I gonna copy this output and see whether this is working or not. So copy that and now right click, run this module only, paste the result and click OK. Now you have seen it, right? So in the input, we got this line, but it has detected this line and it has replaced with a comma and a space. Figured I do reach out. Now it doesn't feel like that it is an AI written. That's good. And if I open this text parser again, let me see the settings. If check, this module will find all matches rather than stopping after the first match. I'm gonna keep this as yes. So if there are multiple M dashes, then it's gonna remove all of them rather than only one symbol. So global match, yes. Case sensitive, yes. Multi-line, yes. Single line, no. And that's it. I'm gonna test this again after setting up all the settings. Click OK. Yeah, it's working fine. That's it. And I need to do the same with the upper road. So clone this and keep it over here. And this is the eighth one, right? So open this and add the result from the previous OpenAI and save the workflow. Save anyways. Now we need to update everything in our CRM. So let's create a small CRM in our existing Google Sheet. So first let's open the Phantom Buster sheet. So open it. And so we can create multiple pages inside one Google Sheet itself. So this is a law firm's Google Sheet, the leads that we scraped from the Phantom Buster. Now click plus. Now you can create a new sheet. Now this sheet name is sheet one. I'm gonna name this as, I'm gonna rename this as Outlook. And I'm gonna add some headers. So full name, first name, email address, email host, research data, personalized icebreaker, and at the last I'm gonna add company name. That's it. This is more than enough. And wait, let me rename this as not Outlook. Rename not Outlook. And I'm gonna add another page. Now it's for the Outlook one. So rename Outlook. And again, I'm gonna add the same headers, which is the full name, first name, email address, email host, researched data, personalized icebreaker, expand this header, and company name. Yeah. Now this is our CRM. Now we can save the data just to track everything for our own purpose. So everything will be organized. So now go back to the make. Now click plus. Here select the Google Sheet. Now we need to add a row. So our accounts are already connected because we already connected over here. So no need to do the second time. You can just select the account here itself once connected. And for the search method, my drive and the spreadsheet ID. So it's the law firms. And for the sheet name, not Outlook and Outlook. Now what filter is this? It's a not Outlook. So I gonna select the sheet name as not Outlook. And for the full name, I gonna select it from the Google Sheet, which is this full name. And for the first name, and for the email address is from the email finder, which is this email. Email host is from this, which is the data. So email host, research the data will be from the perplexity, choices, message, content. Personalized icebreaker is from the GPT, so result. Company name is again from the Google Sheet. Wait, personalized icebreaker is from the text parser, text, and the company name is from the Google Sheet again. Where is that? Yeah, here, company name. Yeah, these are fine. Save it. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. So we're gonna clone this, clone, name this. So research data. This is from here, which is choice, message, content again, personalized icebreaker from the text parser, and anything else. That's it. Save. And I'm gonna rename this add into CRM. Add into CRM, save. And same over here. Rename, add into CRM. Now we need to update our status. Like I have told, we have created an additional column in our spreadsheet, which is the system 3 status. Once one lead is done, it need to update as done. So let's do that. So plus Google Sheet, update arrow. Again, select the spreadsheet. It's the law frames. And for the sheet name, it's the law frames. And for the row number, it need to identify the row number. So you get the row number at the starting node itself, which is at the top row number. Now it can identify our row and can update the status. So now we got all the columns here, and we need to update this system 3 status as done, DONE, and save it. And I'm gonna rename this as update SYS3 status. Save. And I'm gonna clone this and again keep it back at here and save the workflow. Now it's over. Now one thing if you need to observe is the first name that we have added into CRM is wrong. So the first name we got it from the sales navigator sheet, right? Yeah, it's correct. But the thing is, if I open the spreadsheet and if I scroll to the left, if you observe in the first name in our sales navigator sheet, there is an emoji. So if you add this into our CRM, it would be so unprofessional. And the reason why we are adding first name in our CRM is we're gonna upload this all our data into a software called instantly.ai in future. So this software gonna automate the sending of all our emails. So let's say you have kept a subject line with their first name variable. Then if they see this emoji, then of course they would think, okay, this emoji I have kept it in the LinkedIn, so they have copied from there and they just copy pasted and they did not even properly check whether the emoji was there or not. They would think in that and it'd be very unprofessional and we won't get any replies back. So the first name should be always be formatted. So we need to format our full name. We are going to automate that in our make.com. So if you observe, the responses that we get from this personalized icebreaker is that it start with hey first name and it creates a personalized icebreaker. So we're gonna create a code where we're gonna import with this OpenAI result, and we're gonna give some conditions. Hey, all the personalization always gonna start with hey first name. So I want you to extract the first name from here. So we're gonna use this, but this time it's not an AI tool. We are going to use some actual coding tool, which is a JavaScript code. So I'm gonna unlink this. I'm gonna drag this. I'm gonna keep it at a side, and I'm gonna click plus and search for code, make code. So this is an environment where you can create your custom codes like JavaScript codes, Python codes, and you can run the execution. Hey, no need to worry. Even if you are a no coder, you can still create codes with the help of AI. We're gonna go to the cloud.ai. Always use cloud.ai to get any kind of codes because cloud is the best in coding purpose. And I'm gonna input with a prompt. So let me open this. Let me copy the example that I have kept in the system prompt, which is this. Hey, I am using make.com code module of JavaScript code, and I want you to create me the JavaScript code. The input always looks something like this. Paste it. It This sentence keeps on changing, but one thing one thing keeps constant, that is hey bracket first name. So your job is to identify that and output me with the first name only. The first name locates after hey or hello or hi, and after a space the first name will be available, and after that a comma. Don't extract the comma. This is my prompt. Now I'll click enter. Now it's gonna create a code for me so I can import that code in our make code node, and we can execute the operations. Okay, so this is the code. I'm gonna copy this, go back and go to the make code, expand this, remove everything, and paste our cloud code. That's it. And you can see here, right, the input dot text. So we need to copy this text since that's the input. Now for the variables, you're gonna name that as text, and for the value, you're gonna keep it as the OpenAI result. That's it. Now let's test this out. So save it. Let me copy that example icebreaker again so we can test it out whether it's working or not. Hey Laura, copy that, because this output of the ChatGPT node already formats the first name from our sales navigator variable. That's why we are extracting using the code make code now. So right click, run this module only. Now paste the result. Now click OK. Now let's see the result. Okay, we got result as nothing. That basically means the code is wrong. Now we gonna tell this to the cloud again and tell it to fix our code properly. I gonna yeah, I gonna screenshot this. So I'm gonna import this to the cloud and tell me where I did wrong. So hey, this code is not extracting the first name. Please fix it and make it work, and should handle all the worst case possibilities too. This is my prompt. Now let's see what code it will give to us. Okay, alternative, okay, more edge cases. Okay, let me copy this now. Wait, I know one mistake. Hey, what the variable header I need to keep? Okay, first let me copy this code, go back, replace this with this, and close it. And I think it's the input dot text. So I'm gonna copy that, keep it here, replace it here. And okay, this is wrong. So I just gonna keep it as text and save. Let me run this again and result. Okay, result. Yeah, now you can see, right? Now we got the first name, Benjamin. Out of from that whole sentence, now it is extracting the first name properly. Now we need to do the same thing over at this road. So unlink, drag this, keep it aside, clone this, and keep it over here, and open this, scroll down for the value. It's gonna be the result of the OpenAI, and save it, and attach this, and open add into CRM. And for the first name, we're gonna change this and add this first name. Now I'm gonna copy this variable, save it. I can open add into CRM, remove this, and paste it. Well, this variable doesn't exist. But how you can edit this is by just by changing the number. This is the 16th node. The 16th node is not available in this node. It is at the below root. But this node make code is the 17th node, right? So what you can do is copy this, open a new browser, paste it over here. Now change the number 16 to 17. Copy this and add the variable again. Now, okay, I did not get it. So sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it. So if you don't get it, add run this module only. Result, click the sentence. Okay, I got the result. Now I'm gonna add it. Okay, it's updated. Anyways, first name. So the first name is formatted, and now we are adding all the details into our CRM, and it's updating the status. Save the workflow and auto align. And one worst case that we need to consider is, so if the email is not found, then it should update our Google Sheet with the system 3 status as done. So that's one thing. That is because the reason why we are doing this is because, again, if we click run once, and if this gonna operate, it's also gonna operate for all the leads that the emails are not found, right? And we don't want that. We wanna end the operation for every lead with the system 3 status. So let me drag this, keep it aside. We're gonna add a rotor. So let me unlink this for now. Unlink plus add a rotor, and let me keep it here. Unlink. uh, Let me delete this module. Let me add this. So if the email is found, it's gonna go to this direction. And if the email is not found, set up a filter, email, if email not found, and the condition will be the email does not exist. So if email does not exist, it will go in this direction. And if the email exists, it will go in this direction. Now, if the email does not exist, again, we need to update our system 3 status. So we need to update the system 3 status for every lead, even for the lead that we did not find the emails for. So update arrow. Well, wait a second. I can just clone this, right? So clone this, keep it over here. Let me delete this module. And for the system 3 status, let me open this. Law frames, row number, and system 3 status done. Save, save. That's it. Now let me auto align. Now we got everything. Now let me operate one of the lead. So run once, found the email, so it went to this direction, found the host of the email, went into this direction. Since it's not an Outlook email, now it's researched, create a personalized icebreaker, executed the code, text parser, added into our CRM, and updated the system 3 status. Now let's check our Google Sheet. So let me open this, scroll to the right, and system 3 status done, and system 3 status done. Now if we click again the run once here, it's not going to start from the first lead. Instead it's going to start from the third lead. So it's not going to run the lead again that it has operated before. So that's the use case of this update system 3 status and the filter that we have kept here in our first node. And let's check our CRM. It's not an Outlook. So it added the full name, it added the first name, it added the email address, it added the email host, research the data, and personalize icebreaker. And as you can see, this full name is not formatted. Like all the words are in capital letters. We don't want like that. Anyways, full name variable is not useful for us. In our email copies, all we gonna use is the first name variable. So we're gonna add this Benjamin. Since the personalized icebreaker first name is formatted, we just extracted from that. Just a smart way of using instead of AI always. And the company name is Ben Class. So you're gonna run this system for system 3, gonna fill up the CRM, and later we're gonna add all this leads into the email sending software to send out the cold emails. Now since we are just testing out, I kept this Google shade with the limit 1. That's why it's extracting only one lead at a time. Now if you remove this limit, this system for gonna run forever for all the 800 plus leads. The system for only gonna stop when all the 800 plus leads are over. And the one thing that you need to remember about make.com is when you click run once, make.com has a time execution limit, which is the 40 minutes. So after 40 minutes, no matter at what number of leads it had, it's going to stop immediately. But no issues. You can always come back to the make.com and click one button run once, and it's again going to start executing from where it has stopped. That's the benefit. Now please save. Now, once all of this is done, we need to add all this leads into our email software. And our email software is the instantly.ai. Let me show you. So I'm gonna open the instantly.ai. So this is the software. This is one of the most famous software for sending out the cold emails. So let me log in. So this is the interface. Right now, wait, let me show you the pricing. So the instantly.ai. Instantly.ai is not free, it's a paid version. So if I go into the pricing, so in the outreach, the monthly plan, you got growth plan $37 per month, hyper growth plan $97 per month, and light speed is $358 per month. This is not required. Right now, I am on the hyper growth plan. So this plan is required if you're going to send out more than 1,000 emails per day. But if you want to start with a low number, then you can choose the growth plan. But no worries. Once you sign up with your email account, the instantly.ai gonna offer 14 days free trial where you can send out 250 plus emails, not 250 emails, 250 leads. You can upload 250 leads and you can send out to your cold emails to all of those leads and you can still get replies in those 14 days free trial. So you can test it out, and after that you can choose a growth or hyper growth plan. If you want high volume, yeah, of course choose this. Right now I'm on this plan. So after logging in, this is the home dashboard, and uh, go to the campaigns and click add new. So these are my existing campaigns. So let me delete this one. Yeah. Now click add new, and I'm gonna name this campaign name as law frames and continue. So this is the analytics tab when you launch this campaign here, where you can track all your reply rates and the number of calls booked from this particular campaign. Now go to the lead section. Here's where you're gonna upload all of your leads. So to upload the leads from our make.com operation, we're gonna use the instantly.ai tool. So click plus, search for instantly.ai. Yeah, it's over here, instantly. And we got a bunch of options here. Get warm up analytics, but we need to add the leads, right? So where is our node? Get account, no, pause, create email, reply to an email verification, lead list, create a lead list, get lead list. Okay. There are so many nodes, but we need to add the lead. So I'm searching where it is that. Move leads to a campaign or a list. Or let me search. Add, no, lead, create a lead list, get lead list, patch, delete. create a new lead, get lead, patch lead, delete lead, merge two leads. Anything else? Remove a lead from a sequence, move a lead. Okay, I got it. I think we need to select the create a new lead. So this will add the lead into our campaign. So we need to create a connection, and of course we need an API key of our instantly. So go back, go to the home page, go to the settings, go to the integration section, which is at the here integration, go to the API key section. I'll create a API key, and for this I'm gonna name this as system 3, and for the scopes I'm gonna keep it as all. Instead of selecting all of this one by one, you can select all. So it's gonna basically select all the kind of features from the instantly, and we're gonna click create, and we're gonna copy the API key is copied. Now click OK, go back to the make.com, paste it over here, and click save. Now for the campaign ID. So campaign ID is the law firms that I just created. So it's gonna detect that. And for the email, so the email is from the an email finder, this email. And for the personalization, it's from the text parser. So select that. And for the website, not required. So just leave it. Last name not required. First name. So first name is from the code module, the make code, which is this, the first name. And for the company name, it is in the Google Sheet, the first Google Sheet, uh, company name, and phone number. We don't have it, so you can leave it. Anything else? Skip if in the workspace. Um, you can keep this as yes. Skip if in campaign. Yes, so it makes sure it doesn't add the duplicate leads. Skip if in list. Yes. Verify leads for lead finder. No, empty. Verify leads on import. Empty, because we are already adding the verified emails itself. And that's it. Save this, and I gonna clone this and keep it over here again. Now we're gonna change the variables. So result email personalization, again text from the text parser, and for the first name is from the make code, which is the first name result, company name, and that's it. Save this. Save the workflow. Now let me see whether the limit is 1. Yeah, limit is 1. So save the workflow and run once. It's running. Okay, this time the email finder did not find the email. That's why it has went into this road to update the system 3 status. So let's run it again. Run once. Now it's gonna open the fourth lead from the sheet. Now it's gonna run. Okay, this time it found the email. Now it's going to this direction. It's not an Outlook. Research creates code, text parser, CRM adding, update, and instantly. Okay, the lead is added into the instantly now. So let's check whether it really added or not. Let me open my instantly.ai. Let me go to the campaigns, and let me open the law firms one, and let me go to the leads. As you can see, it added it. So the email is this, the email provider, the email host is the Google one, and the status is not confirmed yet. Uh, yeah, but it add the personalizations and the first name? I'm not seeing it. So let me check it out. So to check it out, go to the sequence. So here you can give the variables. So variables of personalization. Oh, wait a second. Variables. Ah, where are the variables options? Let me filter this. Okay, it did not add the personalization. I'm surprised. Add a variable, custom variable. Now, what happened? Let me check the result of this. Okay, it did add it. Let me copy this. Go back. Let me go to the sequence. Let me add the variable, and let me click the preview button, and let me select the lead. Okay, it did add it. It was not showing in the front end. but it is in the backend. So I have selected the lead that I just imported and I click the review and it did add the personalization as you can see here. So this is how you use the variable. So here you can use this variable in our email copy scripts. So let me remove this now. So let me go back. But before you create the campaign, first you need to create your own email inboxes. So how do you create that? Go to the email accounts. So I have so many email accounts. So if I scroll down, I have like how many email accounts I have? So I have 70 email accounts. So my 70 email accounts, it sends so 70 into it sends 15 emails per day. So that basically means it sends 1050 emails per day. The reason why I choose only 50 emails per inbox is because I want all my emails to land in inbox rather than spam. And cold emails are very dangerous. That's why you need to buy a large amount of volume of inboxes and need to send the emails in a low volume. But to increase the volume, you need to purchase more inboxes. And how to purchase the inbox and do all the setup is by going into this email account, click this add new. If you have an email account already, you can just authorize by just clicking this Google button. But if you don't have an email inbox and if you need to purchase your own domain and set up the email inbox, you need to select this done for you email setup. Click this. And for the domain, you need to select a domain. You can keep whatever. For example, if I type Kaushik, it gives some bunch of recommendation where I can select the domains from the available domains. So it has shopkaushik.com. So I gonna select that and the domain is $15 and click next. And for the sender name, I gonna keep it as Kaushik and my last name is Betu. And for the email, you can choose the email address before the domain. So before the domain, I can keep it as Kaushik. And for the all domains, kaushikshop.com, I'm gonna select that and I'm gonna click add. Now you can see the email account is kaushik at the rate of kaushikshop.com. Now you can create another email account, maybe a 123 HQ, click add. 123HQ at the rate of shopkaushik.com. So for one domain, you can create a max of 5 email accounts, and each inbox gonna cost you $5 per month. So for the domain, it's $15, but the $15 price is per year. But for the inbox, $5 it's for per month. Even though on one domain you can create 5 inboxes, I would prefer you to create only 3 inboxes because 3 is the safe side. If you go to the 5, sometimes the providers can detect that and they can flag your account. So I don't prefer that. So one domain on one domain create 3 inboxes. So 15 into 15 is $30. So for 3 inboxes, it's gonna cost you $30. And you can keep on buying as many as you want to increase the volume like I did. Now, once all this over, place the order and it asks for confirm domain forwarding. This is not required. Even though if you want this, I would not prefer you to add because this hurts the deliverability of the cold emails. So continue without the forwarding. Now it will direct you to the Stripe payment. Now you can buy this inboxes by placing your card details and click pay and you will purchase everything. Once the purchase is done, it will be available in the home page. Let me show you. So this is how you purchase the email accounts. And right now I have email accounts here in my email account section, right? So once you done the purchase, your email accounts will be available over here. I got like 70. Now I'm gonna purchase more by next month to increase my volume to 2000 emails per day. So, but once you have purchased the email accounts, you can't use it straight away. So, you need to set up some backend email infrastructure setup for the cold email deliverability purpose. So, no need to do this manually. Instantly.ai team will handle this. So, they will take care of all the records. So, there are records like SPF, DMARC, or records where you need to set it up in the backend of the email accounts. So, since you have purchased the email accounts from the instantly.ai service, they're gonna do it for you. So it's gonna take like 2 to 3 days. So they're gonna update you after 2 to 3 days. Their instantly.ai team will send you an email. Hey, the email accounts are completely set up with all the records. You can start using it into your campaign. So you need to wait 2 to 3 days after purchasing. So once you purchase, you need to click this button, test domain setup. Now for all my email accounts, it will be saying all accounts have MX, SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records set up. But when you create this accounts very newly and when you click these buttons, it will tell no, the records are not set up. So yeah, because you have just purchased it right now. So it's gonna take you 24, yeah, 1 to 2 or 3 days. 3 days is the max. If even after 3 days the accounts are not set up yet, you're gonna communicate with the chatbot. You can ask the live agent to set it up fast. I have waited more than 3 days. They will do it for you. Instantly.ai support team is very good, and I consider it as one of the best support team. So once the email accounts are set up, and once you got all the MXSPF DMARC records are set up, then you need to do some account warm up. So you can't straight up add this email accounts into the campaign and send out the cold emails. No, it will flag your accounts, and it can also cause ban. So what you need to do is you need to warm up. So you can see here flag uh, flame icon, right? You need to click that. So this is instantly.ai offers free warm up tool in all of their plans, even in the $37 per month plan. So if you enable this button, uh, it gonna start doing the warm up for your email accounts. So like, let me show you. You need to do some setups too. So if I open this, and if you go into the settings, so first you would be setting our first name and the last name. And for the daily campaign limit, I kept it 10 mails per inbox for now. You can keep it at max of 30, but I would prefer you to keep it at 10 to 15 when you're just starting out. And for the increase per day. So right now I have this setup, but I would not prefer you to do this setup. What you need to do is disable this, and yeah, keep the increase per day as 2 and daily warm up limit as 40. Keep this setting, and keep the reply rate as 80%. So warm up is basically sending emails to the instantly.ai other emails. So they will open it and they will read it. So it's basically getting warmed up. So the providers can say, okay, this email is legit, that it is sending the actual emails, and the emails he is sending to them are accepting it and reading it. So this email is safe. So that is what email warm up is all about. Email warm up sends emails to each other and make it safe and warm up. When you send an cold email without any warm up, providers will easily detect it and they're gonna ban your account. So do the settings: increase per day 2, daily warm up limit 40, reply rate 80, and for the advanced settings, keep the read emulation. This is gonna make sure it is scrolling and all, so it will be more human reading format. So it increases the deliverability rate. So enable the read emulation and keep the open rate 100%, spam protection 100%, mark important at can keep it at 60, and click the save. So these are the settings you need to do. This warm up settings of for all the accounts. And if I go into the warm up, like, let me open one of the email. um, okay, right now I don't have any statistics here, but for you, it's gonna show the statistics. On Monday it has sent this many emails in the warm up, Tuesday this many, Wednesday this many, Thursday this many, Friday this many. So warm up usually goes from low volume to high volume. So first day it sends 2 emails per day. Say second day it's gonna send 4 emails. Third day 6, fourth 8 emails, fifth day 10 emails per day. So it's gonna keep on increasing. So that's how it does the warm up for your email accounts. And you need to do warm up for more than 3 weeks for sure. Never start a campaign uh, until and unless you did 3 weeks of warm up minimum. 3 weeks is the minimum, and the max you need to do it for the 2 months. So make sure warm up, you have did all the warm up and the email accounts is ready. So once the warm up is over, then you need to go to the campaign. Now open this law frames and you run your make.com workflow and you add all the leads over here. And for the sequences, you're gonna add the email script over here. So this is the email script I gave for this niche, and this is the personalized icebreaker variable that we have created from our make.com workflow, which will generate a lot of interest, which will make them read our whole email itself. And if they are interested in this particular opportunity and value, they're gonna give us a reply back. So personalization, quick one. Are you still personally handling blog inquiries, collabs, and inbound leads? We install AI agents for blog owners that reply instantly and qualify leads and book opportunities automatically without changing your current workflow. Worth a tool and explanation, best Kaushik. And for the subject line, I will give it as variable as first name overview. So if you observe the subject line, this doesn't convey any kind of message, but it will let you open a lot of emails. Like, if the subject line is not good, people not gonna open your email. That basically means they're not gonna read your email script. So subject line is very important to get the open rates high. And subject line should increase your curiosity. So this subject line, Kaushik overview. If I get this kind of notification on my phone, I will be like, wait, what, my overview? Wait, let me open. Boom, they will open the email and they will see the personalized icebreaker and they will be like, wow, this line is so great. And damn, he really studied me. Like now it will generate the interest. Now, once the interest is generated, now they will read the whole email itself. Now they won't feel this like a spam message. Now that's why we get a lot of reply rates. That's why system 3 it gets you clients. So this is how you do. So I will save this script. I will click the preview and I will select one of the lead I have uploaded. And this is the email that the prospect says, Diana over you. Hey Diana, you're Jenny from Bulgaria to founding DK Law Group, Lux Realty, and more while earning ABS top 40 honor and multiple degrees shows relentless drive and heart for community impact. Figured I do reach out. Quick one, are you still personally handling blog inquiries, collabs, and inbound leads? We install AI agents for blog owners that reply instantly, qualify leads, and book opportunities automatically without changing your current workflow. What a two-line explanation. Best Kaushik. Cool, right? So this is the cold email. And if they do not reply to this first email, then you can also schedule a follow-up sequence. So click add a new step. So you can make this like if they did not reply to this email for 2 days, then after 2 days, you can send a follow-up email. And for you can also set up a third follow-up. You can add as many follow-ups as possible, but I would prefer to keep the follow-ups at 3 to 4 max. That is more than enough. 3 is bare minimum. I always follow the 3 follow-up rule. One main cold email, second follow-up, and third follow-up gonna increase the like it's like in- creates the scarcity, like we are no longer taking the slots are over and we only have one slot left and reply back and we'll take it over. So something like that. So 3 follow-ups, that's what I follow, but you can keep at max 4 or maybe 5. So once the emails are set up, go to the schedule and select the time range from. I would like to keep it at 11 11 to 6. Yeah, this is what I like. And the time zone. So in the sales navigator, we kept the geography as US, right? So since it's US, Eastern time, US and Canada is perfect. But if you have got your leads from different geography, you can select based on that. And number of days it need to send the call emails: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And never select Saturday and Sunday. Please don't. Like people, business owners don't check their work emails on weekends. They spend their time with their family and all. So Monday to Friday is a safe point. So keep it at that range and save it. Now go to the options. So here where you can select the inboxes that you want to send from. So I have so many email accounts, right? So I can select as many as I want. So I selected this. Now stop sending emails on reply. Enable this. This is very important. And always disable the open tracking, because open tracking affects your deliverability, right? I always believe that. And deliverability optimization. Click send emails as text only, no HTML. And the daily limit, like how many emails it need to send. So like I said, you can start with 10 mails per inbox or 50 mails per inbox, right? So if you have 2 emails for this campaign, then it can only send 30 mails per day. Then you need to keep that number. And I personally do 1,000 emails per day, right? Then I keep the number at 1,000. So based on your inbox and the volume you want. And show advanced options. And for the time gap between the emails, 9 minutes and 5 minutes additional is the best. Yeah, follow this 9 5. And anything else? Yeah, enable this. Enable provider matching for deliverability boost. And that's it. Now save it. Now launch the campaign. Your daily limit is high. Okay, I did not add that many. I just gonna keep it at 100 for now. Save. And I will click launch and publish the campaign. Now this campaign will start sending the cold emails in the specific times that we have kept in our settings. So here you get your replies in the Unibox section. So I got negative replies. Red indicates not interested. Um, Green indicates the interested leads. So if you get any interested leads, then you give your Calendly link. So I have my Calendly link, like something like this. Calendly Kaushik Betu 0101/system3. If you want to have a consultation with me, not only you, even the business owners, book a call with me over here. They can select a time, they can go over a time slot. Next, they give the name, email, and the phone number. And if they click schedule event, the meeting will be booked and they get an email with a Google Meet call for the particular time. So once they reply positively, I would say, hey, let's discuss over a call and let's see the possibilities on how I can help you actually. And I give my calendar link to them, the booking link. So that is how I book the sales calls. And in the sales calls, it's your job to convince them that your AI agent's gonna provide value, gonna increase their revenue, and gonna save their business and all. And you also need to qualify them. You need to ask them the right questions, get to understand each other, and you need to close for a price. And you get the payment within the call itself. And then once you got maybe 50% upfront payment, then you create the AI agent for them and you install it in their business and you get the remaining 50% payment. So that is how you get the clients. And yeah, if you look into my campaigns, I don't have that many campaigns here because I created this instantly account just for the demonstration purpose. I have, like, let me show you my actual campaigns. For example, the results I get. Allow, login with Google, continue. So this is my second instantly account, my main instantly account. If I go into the campaign, I have so many campaigns over here. You can see, like, I got 6.1% reply rate. So I got 57 replies, and out of 57 replies, I have booked 18 sales calls. And in 18 sales calls, I have closed like 3 to 4 consistent monthly revenue clients. So if you look into the Google or if you look into any cold email communities, you would see the best reply rates that most people get are around 1 to 2%. And people think 2.5% is the best reply rate for the cold emails. That's the average people mindset, but I got beyond that 6.1% reply rate. And I even got 7.1%. Where is that? Yeah, 7.1% reply rate. I uploaded 1,300 leads from my sales navigator and got 93 replies. And out of 93 replies, I got 36 sales calls. This is more than enough to close the clients and get the monthly revenue streaming. That's why cold email works. So sometimes you get even low. I got 1.9%. Yeah, it also depends on the niche, and also it also depends on your copy and deliverability rate, whether your emails are landing on inbox or spam, whether your cold email scripts are working or not. It depends on all. If the script is not working for this campaign, the 1.9% reply rate, my script was shared. So I tried and improved. Now I got 7.1. Later I got 3.6, 6.1, 3.1, 4.5% reply rate, 2.2% reply rate. These are some of the great reply rates I got. And with this reply rates, I have closed so many sales calls, and I personally closed the clients inside that sales calls. I even closed $10,000 deals for the AI automation services. That's the power of cold emails outreach. So do it, implement. Of course, you would be getting failed campaigns. My first 12 campaigns are failed, but I kept on analyzing what was wrong and where did I do wrong. I kept on doing so many trial and error methods. But eventually, I got the reply rates. I've been booking the sales calls. Now I am here teaching it to you again. So yeah, like so many people stop cold email outreach and they blame this method does not work. But this method works. Even top corporate office like Amazon, Wipro, Accenture, these big companies also do cold email outreach. Yeah, their internal team does this. It's a traditional method. This outreach method works. If it is not working for you, it basically means cold email does not work. It's you doing wrong and you need to figure out a way. And the system 3 make.com workflow I have shown you will gonna help you a shit tons of lot and it will get you reply rates 100%. So do it for yourself, get the reply rate, share your calendar link, book the sales call, ask them the right questions, close them, provide the value, let them see the value, make them interested in your service and personally in your personality, and close the deal, get the money, give the service. This is how client acquisition looks like. And once you got 2 to 3 monthly revenue, once you are getting 2 to 3 clients monthly revenue money, then you can hire more people. That means you can invest in more tools. Then you can get more leads, can pay for more instantly plans, and you can scale up your agency by hiring people and investing in more tools. So yeah, this is the method. Now I can remove the limit since I kept the limit as one just to test the make.com workflow. Now everything is over. I'll remove the limit. Now I will save. save the workflow, auto align and run once. Now this will keep on running and running. And your email script is very important, guys. If it does not work for one campaign, that's the sign for you to change and improve. Emails email scripts should be short, should be direct, but should also convey the value, and you're taking care about the business. And your value should be very unique. Like every business owners gets hundreds plus cold emails every single day. And your cold email should be the only email that should stand out of the crowd, and it should generate curiosity and mystery. Curiosity and mystery is very important. When they can't sense that, they can't reply back to you, because they will just think like, okay, this is an ordinary guy and everyone is doing the same cold outreach, so let's leave him. But the system 3 personalized icebreaker will break that path, and your subject line should be very strong to open the email. Now the first three emails did not, so for the first three leads it did not find the email, so it went into this direction. And for the fourth lead, it found the email. Now it's going into this direction. It added into the instantly campaign. Now it's still running for the fifth lead. So this will keep on running for all the 800 leads. So use this for yourself. I'm gonna stop it for now. And also, instant email finder will only charge you for the verified emails only. It does not charge for the operation and the unverified emails. So that's the best. You can save money over there in that way. And this is only about system 3 called email outreach method. And I also have system 4 outreach, and this is one of the best AI automation system I have created so far, and it is also even appreciated by very big corporate companies. Even they are using it, and it's an enterprise level system. If you want to see how system 4 looks like, go to my YouTube channel, and there is this one video, AI systems 97 clients per month. Open this video, and this will show how the system 4 works in the background. It literally creates all the service. So once someone reply positively to your cold email, then the system for activates and create the whole service itself, and it will give it to them immediately. So it's a bulk lead magnet creator. So it generates more interest, and this increases your sales calls up to 60% plus. So watch this video and also this video, the system for one, and this video, create and host websites in 5 seconds. So these three videos are about system 4. Watch it and you will know how great the system 4 is. So system 4 is confidential right now. I'm not releasing it. I'm not even teaching it to anyone, but maybe I will consider about it in future. I'm going to show you a way on how to 10x your sales calls booking rate through cold email campaigns. But before that, I want to show you a 60-second small video on what Alex Hormozy has to say about it. So let me show you that.
I was recently talking to a business owner. He was closing 55% of his leads, not shows, not calls, leads. Most people in his position close 10% of their leads. And I was like, dude, how are you doing that? Oh, I pay one girl full time. She has no other job but to call leads the moment they come in. That's it. And think about how crazy that is. If you call a lead within 60 seconds, you have a 391% increase in sales. It's almost a 5x. The cost of actually achieving that is the cost of one maniac that you have to pay to stop whatever they're doing to call the leads. That's it. I was recently talking.
You heard it right. This is a real thing. I even implemented this for my email campaigns. So I created an AI agent where it will watch 24 by 7 on who is replying to my cold emails and instantly send back a reply with a booking link. And I have seen more than 20 times more booking rate. It's insane. So I'm going to show you this trick on how you can implement it so you can book more sales calls. So let me open the email campaign. Like, let me create a new one. So I'll click plus add new. For this campaign, I'm gonna set it up as webhook testing and click continue. So this is just a test campaign on how we can create the AI agent. So instead of hiring a person for this particular task to check on our inboxes 24 by 7 to give back a reply, we can just create an AI agent who can does our whole work. So let's do it. So for the lead, I'm gonna add a my own lead. So I'm gonna add this email manually, and I'm gonna keep my own email just for the testing purpose, gmail.com, and import the email. Okay. And for the sequence, I'm gonna tell, hey, Kaushik, I can automate your business with AI that will make you money on autopilot. Interested? A demo script, AI agents for you, and save it. Now let's go to the make.com and go back. Now let's create a new scenario. Go to the webhooks, click custom webhook, add, name this as uh, AI agent, something, whatever, save. Now you get a link. You need to copy the address to the clipboard. So click this button and the webhook URL will be copied. So what is this webhook about? So this will monitor our inboxes 24 by 7. And if someone replies, this webhook gonna trigger. And from there onwards, we can do our automation and send back replies automatically. So copy address to clipboard, save this, go back to instantly, go to the settings, go to the integrations, go to the webhooks, add webhook, paste the webhook URL you just copied from the make.com. And for the event type, so there are so many events on when the webhook need to be triggered. So let's see, email open, reply received, anything else. Yeah, we want this reply received. If someone replied to our cold email, then this webhook need to be triggered. And you can select the campaign. So our campaign is the webhook testing and add the webhook. Now our webhook is connected with our instantly.ai software. Now our inboxes are monitored. Now let's test it out. I will go to the campaign. I will go into it, go to the sequence, click the preview button. Now I added my own email address as a lead, right? Just for testing purpose. So I gonna select that. kaushikbetu01 at the rate of gmail.com. And I gonna write the same email address over here. kaushikbetu01 at the rate of gmail.com and click enter. Now let me send the email. Wait, let me select one of my inbox. I gonna select this for now. And I will, yeah, before that, you need to run this webhook. So run once. Now send the test email. The email is sent. So let's check it out. Let me open my inbox. Boom, I got it. AI agent for you. Hey Kaushik, I can automate your business with AI that will make you money on autopilot. Interested? The webhook is still running. So I'm gonna reply yes, send. Now let's see whether our webhook will trigger or not. See, our webhook triggered. So it's shown the timestamp, event type, workspace ID, campaign ID, Unibox URL, the campaign name, the webhook testing, the email account I have sent the email from. It's basically the our email account from the instantly. The reply text snippet yes is first true lead email. So this is our lead email, our prospects email, and this is the email ID, the identification of our reply. And this is the subject line, and this is the reply text. He replied with yes, and this is the reply HTML. So this one webhook can monitor our inboxes 24 by 7. First, what happens is we can't keep on testing the webhook, right? So to make this webhook run 24 by 7, you need to enable this immediately as data arrive. So now I this testing manually. But right now, since we are building this AI agent for ourselves, we need to replicate this webhook. So what I'm gonna do is, because we can't keep on going back and front and test manually to trigger the webhook again and again. So what I will do is, I'll click plus, I will go to the tools, and I will scroll down. I will click set multiple variables, click add items. And what I will do is I'm gonna copy all these variables and keep it over here so we can replicate the same webhook response into this node. So no need to going back and front from instantly and replying back to my own email to get the response to trigger the webhook again. So let's do that. It's a time taking process, but it's worth it. So it's the timestamp, copy that, paste it over here. Copy the response, paste it over at the value. I'm gonna keep it at here. Open this, this. Uh, Add item, event type, pasted is reply received. Add item, workspace, workspace ID. Add item, campaign ID, paste it. Add item, after campaign ID, it's the Unibox URL. You can skip this part if you think it's boring. It's just copying, pasting every header and output from the webhook we got. Campaign name, webhook testing. Email account, Nathan Young. My email from the instantly that I purchased. Reply text snippet. Yes is first. True. Email. Add item. Paste it. Again the same lead prospects email. Add item. And for the variable name, it's reply subject, and it's our subject line re subject line that we kept in our campaign. Add item is the reply text, and for the variable value, it's the reply we got along the cold email we have sent. And the reply HTML, it's the same thing as above, but in the HTML code format, which is reply underscore HTML. That's it. Save. Save the workflow, auto align, unlink this. I'm gonna name this as webhook simulation just for the testing purpose. Later we're gonna replace this again with the original webhook. Now if I run this, run the webhook simulation, now I got the same input and outputs as the webhook did. So that's why I have named it as webhook simulation. So since rather than going front and forth from instantly to our email inbox testing to just to keep on working this webhook, we just created this webhook simulation. So from here onwards we can build our AI agent, and once the AI agent building is over, we're gonna replace this with the webhook. Simple as that. Now after the webhook simulation, click plus, and we're gonna add openai, go down, create a completion, and select the account. And for the model, uh, 4.1 is more than enough. Smartest non-reasoning model. And for the message, first we need to give set up the system prompt on how the AI need to act. And I gonna give, this is the system prompt. You are an AI cold email reply agent for an AI automation agency. Input you receive: original cold email, the prospect reply, the full conversational history, if any. Let me keep this in the bullet points so the system prompt can be organized. Your task: analyze the cold email and the prospect's reply, generate a short, natural, human like response that is understanding and respectful, and helpful and knowledgeable, calm, confident, and non pushy, focused on moving the conversation forward. Primary goal: gently guide the prospect to a bouquet call using this link. So I gave my Calendly link. Strict rules: output only the reply email text, no explanations, maximum 30 words, clear, simple language, no emojis, no hype, no salesy tone, always context aware, reply appropriately to objection, questions, or interest. If the prospect shows interest, curiosity, or hesitation, respond empathically and include the booking link naturally. So this is my system prompt. And add message. Now it's time for the user prompt. So user prompt gonna be the reply text from the webhook, and that's it. And the max output tokens, you can leave it at this. Advanced settings, No need of more creativity, so I will keep this at 0.0.3. Well, yeah, 0.3 is fine. 0.3. And yeah, wait, let me keep this max tokens at 625, and that's it. Save. Anything else? Yeah, perfect. Now we got the response. Now let's run this and let's check the what our AI gave. So I replied with yes to the cold email, right? Then the AI generated, great, glad to hear that. You can book a quick call here to discuss your needs, and it gave the Calendly link. Looking forward to connecting. Cool, right? This reply need to be sent back from our account to the prospect. So how to do that? Click plus, search for the instantly, click that. There must be a reply back one endpoint. Let me check that. Yeah, reply to an email. And for the reply to an email ID, so we get the email ID in our webbook. So where is that? Yeah, email ID, and the email account is our email account, our inbox, which gonna be this email account. And for the subject line gonna be this reply subject, and body HTML. Here is where we gonna give our OpenAI result. But hey, it's asking in the HTML body. So our output in OpenAI is not in the form of HTML, right? So let's convert it. So let me click save this. So what we're gonna do is we go to the system prompt and give a last line as, so I'm gonna give an additional prompt saying additional output formatting rules. Return the reply in valid HTML only. Use the simple tags only. The Calendly link must be clickable. Do not include markdown code blocks or explanation. Do not exceed 30 words in total text content. And output only the HTML reply body. Well, let me change this to 40 to 50. I think that would be good. And here too. Where is that? Yeah, 40 to 50. Yeah. Now let me save this. Save. Let me run this again. Let me see the response. Okay, we got it. Great. Thanks for your interest. Let's connect on a quick business. Please pick a time that works for you here. And we give the our calendar link, and it is in the form of HTML code. Okay, that's great. Now attach this and keep the HTML over here. Where is that? Our result of the OpenAI, and save it. That's it. Now auto align. Now let's run this. Let me open my inbox. So this is the conversation, right? And after running that, there should be a reply over here. Let's see. Run once. Running. Okay. What's the error? Okay, invalid API key. Let me add my API key again. I think I have removed my API key before. Add API key. Go to the instantly settings, integration, API key, create a API key, name whatever, scopes all, and create. Copy that. Go to the API key section again, paste it, save, account added. Now save this, save the workflow, auto align. Now run once. Okay, now let's check our inbox. Let me refresh this. Boom, you can see here, right? Thanks for your interest. Let's set up a quick call to discuss how AI automation can help your business. Please pick a time that works for you here. And the prospect can click this. Now they will see your booking link, the interface. Now they will select the time and a slot. Next, name, email details, schedule the event. Boom, sales call booked. They will Calendly will send them the Google Meet invite link, and you guys will hop on a call and you close the deals. So you can use this AI agent for yourself. So just for testing purpose, I use this webbook simulation. Now I gonna keep this back to the webbook. Now keep it over here. attach this, and let me replace all the variables. So for the timestamp, it's gonna be uh wait, where's timestamp? Yeah, it's gonna be this event type, this workspace, this campaign ID, this unibox URL, this campaign name, this email account, this replies text snippet, this is first true, this lead email, this email only is this email id replies subject, this reply text, and reply html. That's it. Now save this, save the workflow, auto align. I'm gonna name this as instantly.ai agent and save it. Now what you're gonna do is you need to enable immediately as data arrives. So enable that immediately and save it. This is very important. When you enable that, no need to click run once again and test the webhook manually. When you enable this immediately as data arrives, the webhook gonna work 24/7. Whenever it receives the data, it gonna trigger it automatically and gonna run this whole workflow. And our AI agents gonna take care of all the conversations, and it will send them the booking link, and it gonna book us the sales calls, everything on autopilot. So whenever you reply back immediately when the prospect reply to our cold email, you have a very high chances of hopping on a sales call soon. That is because prospects replies because they got the interest on the spot while reading our cold email. And if there is a delay, maybe after, if you reply back manually after 2 to 3 hours, they're gonna lose interest immediately. I don't know why, it's just the human psychology. So reply fast with your AI agents and boom, book the sales calls. Use this for yourself.